Okay, it's 2018, folks. There's no global warming, at least for a while. Good Lord, it hasn't gotten above zero in I don't know how long. But anyway, I'm going to have a really roundabout way to talk about lure selection here today. But before I go any further, to make sure no one gets offended, because we can't offend anybody these days, there's going to be a little bit of politics involved, and I've been told I'm not supposed to talk about that, but I do talk about it once in a while. But if I give you a fair warning, if you don't want to hear about politics and you may be offended, you need to really stop listening right now, because I am going to talk about politics. I was saving this for 2018 and the new year. I actually got the thought, I don't know, a few weeks ago when these Republicans, they passed a big tax plan. It was a great deal, supposedly. Now, it's interesting to me. I got thinking about this because there was a lot of celebration going on. And then, unfortunately, I paid a little attention onto the lead up into this big tax plan thing that they passed. And the real interesting thing to me was that all of a sudden these politicians on both sides, the Republicans and the Democrats, they were worried about debt and deficits. It was amazing to me because I hadn't heard about that for years. Of course, these nitwits have been piling debt and deficits on us forever. We still got the Amtrak. We still got the post office. I hear it was a month ago or so, too. 11 years in a row, the post office is losing billions of dollars. They still got Amtrak. They still got Social Security. If you pay into Social Security, you don't get as much back as you put in. That's a great system. That's been broke for a while. But nobody's been worried about it lately. Not at all worried about it. Oh, they passed. Well, I don't know if they passed. Well, I think they passed. They said they were going to pass it as mandatory sexual harassment training for these Congress people and Senate people. And oh, by the way, they hadn't told us anything about the special fund that they had. They're spending money they don't have to pay off people that had sexual harassment claims against our esteemed congressmen and senators. But wait a minute, now, aren't these supposed to be the smartest, most ethical people on earth that we have voted into office? They're a lot smarter than us. That's why they do so well with finances, apparently. But you think they might have been able to figure out this sexual harassment thing all on their own? But now they're spending money they don't have, or we don't have, for mandatory training. And the interns, everybody's got to, they can't figure it out on their, but we're still worried. We're worried finally about deficits. Deficits. Why? Because they're actually talking about letting the people have a little more of their own money. Suddenly, the deficit matters. We might give somebody a tax break. They can keep their own money. Oh, good Lord, we can't get in debt now. We can't give these people a tax break. Don't know what we've got. We might have a deficit. Good Lord. Can you believe it, Moses? I can't. Where was I with all of this? Oh, yeah. The deficits and these brilliant people that we have. Now, the other interesting thing I noticed about this tax plan, they're jumping up and down, they're celebrating. Oh, we had a win. We got this brilliant thing. We won. We brought tax relief to the people. It's so beautiful. We worked so hard. We were up all night. Even with the deficit, but anyway, we did this. And I'm wondering, what is it that we did? It was supposed to be so simple. Remember? Oh, you do your tax form on the little postcard there. There's going to be nothing to it. No loopholes, no this, no that. Oh, no, yeah, but the private equity firms, they still got their carried interest loopholes. There's loopholes here and loopholes there. The only loophole they close is on somebody's property tax. But don't worry, we got this huge thing done with. Well, I'm sorry, I'm rambling a little too much. But here's the thing. This Donald Trump guy, Gettysburg Address, before he was elected, the first thing the man said was, we gotta get term limits. Now hold them to that. Forget about all this other stuff out there. Hillary Clinton's still out of jail. That's not a good thing, folks. And the rest of them are still out of jail. We need to get the term limits in. And we need to put all these guys, you know, guys like John McCain and McConnell and Nancy Pelosi and all these people, they've been there for a half a century. We need to get them out of there. In reality, they need to go to jail with Hillary. That's the real facts of the thing. These people are lying to us, I'm telling you. Okay, now, all the way back to this lure advice. If you got muskie baits that you've thrown 1,000,000 times and have never had a follow on them, what are you going to do with them? You're going to put them up on the shed, on the wall of shame. You're never going to use them again. They don't work. They're terrible. They suck. Worthless. That's the deal with these politicians. Get rid of them. Get some new blood and get some honest people. Hire this dog Moses. Get a shot of him there. He's an honest young man.